of it's going to rent and bills, which is life, and now somebody needs to say something funny because I've been recording and I don't want that to be the beginning of the video because it's really depressing.
I was re-rolling my dice.
I'm sorry.
And I got 3 nat ones. I think I'm just cursed today.
You may very well be. That shouldn't even be possible to get 3 nat ones. I think you have weighted dice on the nat one.
Well, I'm rolling a lot of dice, but it's just I swear I'm cursed. Okay, this one gave me a nat 20. That one got a nat 1. Oh my god!
Okay, so that's 4 nat 1s. Let me... that is...
I rolled a nat 1. I'm not joking.
What are the odds of that? Alright, whatever. We're starting now. Nobody else can say anything about it. Hello, everyone. You guys can hear that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, let's switch to this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to session 31 of the New Heroes of Altiria. Unfortunately, May is not able to join us right now, so for all of her actions, or for all of Poi Poi's actions, I'm just going to be randomly rolling and assigning a d20, and then if she pops in later in the session, then I guess she'll take over. I don't know if she's gonna join us or not. I'm sort of unclear on all of that. I just found out like a few minutes ago that she wasn't gonna be joining. So I don't know. But yes, welcome to session 31 of the New Heroes of Altiria. In the last session, our heroes got a lore dump. After going through a portal to a parallel reality, they saved an elderly seer from a pack of wolves, and then the seer revealed several secrets. That the gods of their world were once the heroes of another, that the different quests the heroes had undertaken were, in reality, all components of the same singular journey, and the heroes were granted a warning. In all worlds and all realities where the heroes were pitted against the dark and powerful Einar Grimm, they were given a choice, and each time they chose wrong, leading to failure, corruption, and death. Afterwards, the seer revealed himself to be one of the uncles, or to be the uncle of one of the heroes, Thwomp. The seer then gave up his life and powers in order to aid them on their journey. That's Evan. With the seer's last breath, Thwomp was granted the ability of foresight, as well as a spell known as Mystic Passage, which allows him to, once a day and using 100 points of mana, erect a gateway from the ground that connects him and the party by extension from where they are now to any location they've been in the past. Now we rejoin the party as Thwomp reveals he didn't actually take the players where they needed to go, and Gimbal, another hero, lay unconscious on the floor. Whoa, Pocket Bart is glitching right now a little bit, but that's where we're at. Also, that's the that sort of intro this time reminded me of like a old like He-Man episode or something like that. Like a 2-part He-Man episode. The last time we saw our heroes. Is that He-Man? What am I thinking of? G.I. Joe, maybe?
You know, any 80s cartoon.
Any 80s cartoon.
He-Man, Transformers.
Yep. Well, I have good news for Johan and Thwomp, since Poi Poi isn't here, and Gimbal is unconscious. It's up to you two to carry.
That is good news.
I will carry Gimbal. Physically.
Gimbal's pretty big. I'll help you. Should I... Thwomp would know where to take an incapacitated Gimbal. Should I roll recall?
Probably.
Or...
roll recall to see if you can remember.
That seems silly. I think I would remember that.
You would probably remember that. Where exactly are you taking Gimbal right now? Who do
There's
you?
got to be like a medical center or something around here, right?
There probably is. Yeah, actually, there probably is. There definitely is, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Your father might actually have some medical knowledge as well. So it is.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, we'll roll with that. Thwomp is just like, he's kind of like, I don't know, ever so slightly panicked. I'm like, here, I know where we can take him. We go see my dad. He might know what to do with Gimbal.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, I don't think I have to re-roll recall. Because I think I know where my daddy lives.
Yeah, you probably do. I am also going to turn down the music because I cannot hear you right now, Evan. You are very, very quiet.
Am I too low? Can everybody hear me?
You are.
I can hear you.
You are quiet compared to the audio on Discord. Or the
Discord.
Not Discord. The Pocket Bard audio, and you're not being picked up very well on OBS. So I'm lowering Pocket Bard and just boosting you as much as I possibly can.
Okay, I just turned my mic up.
Okay. That is good. That is
A little
Gucci.
clear.
Hey
Alright.
everybody,
Hello,
it's me,
everybody.
Thwomp.
That's Thwomp's actual canonical voice.
Now that he's a seer, that's what he sounds like.
Now that he's a seer, that's actually what all seers sound like. I was just translating for you guys into normal speech.
Aureolus.
Yeah. Aureolus actually sounds like this. Actually, no. Aureolus kind of sounds like Kermit the Frog.
Oh my god, I love Kermit the Frog.
Thwomp
That's
sounds
more
like
Yoda.
Miss Piggy.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get off this. Let's tally Sally forth. I kind of slap Gimbal's face a few times. See if I will wake them up.
Alice, you can still describe Gimbal, even though you're unconscious.
Gimbal is passed out. He looks a little like damaged.
Damage.
Damage.
He looks a little fucked up
Damage.
and passed out.
Oh my god.
Also, are you aware your reactives is just a BRB sign?
Yes, Nate
Okay.
specifically told me to do that.
Yeah. Well, she's passed out. Gimbal's passed out right
That makes
now.
sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
Gimbal is not available at the moment.
Oh man. I mean, I look over at Johan. I'm like, Gimbal doesn't like water, but this is a little ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know what to make of that.
Gimbal's just being
still got these-
dramatic.
I've still got epoxy on my fucking antlers.
Oh yeah, I can see
Oh
that.
yeah, that's the thing. I forgot.
I try
about that.
tugging at it a little bit, but it won't come
Yeah.
off. You know what? You'll shed your antlers. They'll be good as new next season.
Next season.
Maybe
Next
hey,
season.
maybe my dad knows how to get it off of him. He's pretty.
Mm.
He's pretty.
He
I
is.
just need a good scraper. It's
He
fine.
is.
He's pretty wizened for his age, which he's not that old. I don't know.
He is pretty. He is pretty wise. He's pretty wise, I will say. And you guys sort of walk through for Johan and Poi Poi, who is not here. You guys would see a sight that you guys have never seen before. This place looks the closest thing that you guys have seen to this place, which is Yifgal, is the ancient city that Goldmarsh once was, when it was an actual ancient city. That's probably the closest. Just this place is entirely underground. Somehow still quite bright. It seems like maybe light from the forge, and there's also these like little glowing orbs that are everywhere, sort of through the air that's lighting it up. It's like it's as bright as the sun, or maybe slightly dimmer than the sun, but it's bright. It's bright. You can see, and it's very, very warm.
It's a beautiful home.
Oh, it is gorgeous.
Thank you.
The ceilings are massive, and they are massive, and they are old. Yivgol is said to have been built into the side of a mountain, but from Johan, from what you can say, because you've actually never been to Yivgol,
Nope.
you looking up and around, you get the sense that maybe the stories that you've heard about Yivgol being built into the side of a mountain aren't entirely accurate, because from what you can see, there are like stalagmites hanging from the actual artificially constructed roof. So as far as you're seeing right now, Yivgol might actually just be the mountain. And Thwomp sort of leads you past forges, past this like big citadel area that you've actually seen before. Very similar construction to the one that you guys saw in Goldmarsh, and going past that, he sort of leads you through hallways and stuff. Occasionally people will wave at Thwomp, recognizing, and then they'll look at you confused, and then Thwomp leads you guys sort of towards the back in this empty area with a bunch of demolished buildings, and amongst one of the demolished buildings is this small shack that appears to have been constructed out of like spare materials and all of that. And out on the front porch, there is an old dwarven man with a large scar going down the left side of his face, sort of rocking back and forth in a chair, fast asleep.
I lean over to Johan. I'm like, you see that guy?
Yeah.
How should we wake him up? You want to cast some wild magic on him? Wake him up?
That's what poor boy's thing, but
Poi Poi should do it.
Poi Poi should do it. May never sent me Poi Poi's character sheet though, so I don't know how much mana Poi Poi has.
Just assume
Okay.
it's enough.
Okay.
I'll just for the sake of it, I'll toss one of my soul stones. So you can I'll mark it off of mine.
Okay. Okay, in that case,
Because
Well,
I
this
want to
might-
enable this.
What if you turn that person into a flower?
Don't you turn my daddy into no flower.
okay.
I'm gonna have to put him in a book.
Just point it in a different direction or cast it on itself. It's fine.
Poi
Cast
Poi
it on Gimbal for all we care.
Poi Poi
No.
rolled
No.
Poi Poi rolled a 10, meaning that their voice is going to become even more annoying for the next 10 minutes.
You have to do the impression now, Nate.
Oh gosh, I gotta do.
What would an annoying poi poi sound like?
It's an even higher pitched Poi Poi. So Poi Poi is just gonna. Have you guys seen the Owl House? It's just like Poi Poi is just gonna do
Hootie?
the king screech. No, just like the. And then you see this the dwarf guy.
Wakes him up.
Yeah, dwarf guy jolts up, smacks his head on a beam, then lands back into the chair, and he's just like, "Well, shit." Oh, Thwomp, you're back.
Oh, hey, Dad. How's it going?
I put my hand on Poi Poi and like just hold the mouth shut.
You take some of the stuff, you just kind of stick it in there.
What's with the body?
Oh, these are my friends, and this is also one of my friends. They kind of, I don't know, they cold cocked themselves, and we're trying to figure out how to get them to wake up. You got any ideas?
Did you try smacking him?
A couple times, yes.
You try a third time.
Actually, I did
Oh,
on the way over.
you're smarter than I remember.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, yeah, bring him in.
All right.
Okay. Kind of shuffle through the front door, I suppose.
You guys enter, and this place it's a bit like a TARDIS. It's significant. It's significantly bigger on the inside than it looks on the outside, but that's probably just a trick of the light. He's already got like this operating table type thing in the center of his house. This place looks actually a bit more like a dojo than a place to actually raise anybody. There's a lot of pictures on the walls of Thwomp and this guy. Clearly this guy is a loving father, but in every single photo of him, it seems like he's not really smiling. He might just be a little bit of an aloof guy, or a slightly confused guy. Either or. Seems like they do a lot of like regular father-son things. And Dio walks over to the table. Okay. Right here is perfect. If you want to just lay him down here, I'll get him checked out.
Oh, thank you. Eve ho.
And then you can keep me in a loop as to what you've been up to. Also,
Yeah.
what's with the deer?
Well, yeah, this is my friend Johan. Johan, Dio, Johan. This is Gimbal. There's not much to explain about Johan. Don't worry about him. He's a great guy. Don't worry about it.
He smells like
I'm
fish.
laughing, dying inside. Johan is completely straight faced.
Oh, and this is Poi Poi. Don't talk to them right now.
They may have just cursed them.
Yeah. As a matter of fact,
Got it.
that shriek that you heard may have come from their head.
I raised the hand that's keeping Boy Boy's mouth shut. Just close it
Got
again
it,
after
got
it
it.
makes some noise.
I thought we were under attack again. Yikes. All right. So your friend, what's his name again? This one on the table. He like
this is
pokes Gimbal.
this is Gimbal. Clearly, they're a bugbear. I assume you've
Really?
seen those you've seen a bugbear before, right?
I have seen a bugbear before. I've seen many of them before. I used to work with a bugbear, actually.
You never told me that.
I never told you a lot of things. But he was a dick. Always
Really?
cheated in cards. It was either that or I was bad at them. I was very confused as to what it was we were playing.
I think that could go either way. You're not a very good card player, Dad.
Both would sound plausible.
That is perfectly plausible. Yeah.
You got a great poker face, but you don't know how to count, which is a little odd. But
You don't really need to count. It's just other people tell you how much there is. Why do you need to count anyways? There's no point in it. He pulls out this syringe, stabs it into Gimbal's chest, and pumps him full of a mysterious liquid that Gimbal, slowly waking up and then heart racing waking up, realizes, oh, that's just straight adrenaline.
ah, yes,
Uh,
I've seen this
Straight
movie.
to the heart. Oh my
I've seen this movie. That's a good movie.
I was
I kind of like
Was
I
he
steady Gimbal. I'm like, all right, you okay?
Eyes open, big guy.
You get
Where are we?
Here, drink this. He just hands you.
What is this? What is this?
Just drink it.
Okay. Gulp, 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 gulp.
This tastes like fish and socks.
Ugh.
No, I'm already nauseous.
Well, that
Why
helps.
would you do this to me?
That helps with nausea.
Are you
Johan.
sure?
Johan gives it a
Pretty
sniff.
sure.
That's kind of appetizing, honestly. You didn't hear me say that.
Well, we've all kind of gone through a lot. Maybe you should serve Johan and Poi Poi some of that nausea juice.
Oh yeah. You want some? He grabs
What is
bowls this time. Gruel.
Oh. I'm always hungry.
He hands you a bowl of gruel. Hands a bowl of gruel to Poi Poi, who... Where's my D20?
Cast wild magic on the gruel.
Poi Poi is concerned about whether or not the gruel is completely meat. Sniffs
Sounds about
it,
right.
decides that it probably is, and then eats.
Okay. I just lean down to Poi Poi. I'm like, you don't have to finish it if you don't want to.
You can have the
Oh,
rest
later.
of my cup.
No, you gotta drink all of that.
No. Fine, I will. And then Gimbal covers his nose and just gulps it down. I hate it.
Thank you. You know, it's really, really hard having to wrestle stonefish by hand.
Oh yeah, we could tell you stories.
Fish smoothie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This kid almost got eaten once.
Oh, Dad.
It's
Well,
true.
Elvis get eaten.
I used to be a fisherman by trade. I know they can get quite feisty. How big are these stonefish? I've never heard of it.
Oh, huge. We've got a cavern down below us. Big ol' underwater ocean. There's so much stuff down there, and they are all massive.
Mm-hmm.
All massive. Can't even
And-
bring them up
and
here, so you gotta
plentiful.
process. And plentiful. You gotta process them down there, though. Because you can't bring anything up here. You can just bring up scraps. So that's why I got in the cupboard here. Flips open a cupboard. The cupboard, a whiff of, like, dried fish stank spreads across the room. Poi Poi looks hungry.
Wonder what
And
they're
it's
eating
just-
down
it's
there to get
just-
that big.
Filled. But I don't know. It's not my job to find out.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they're a little bit of an anomaly, but they're fun. When they're not eating you. Heyo.
Well, that's not good.
What was that?
Was that us, or are we still blowing stuff up?
No, that's, that just happens. It's been happening more
What do you
and
mean?
more. Well, because we're under attack.
You guys are under attack?
Yeah,
I thought
not-
the army
No.
wasn't getting this close.
Army, not from any army. No. Dwarven Kingdom's neutral. Under attack from fucking something.
When did that start?
Oh, that's done now. A few months ago, I think. Shortly after. Well, not too long after you left, about a month after you had it out. I'd say. Yeah. We get those worm things.
Worm
Little
things?
Yeah, like looking like tubes. Tube worm things with spiky mouths. They look like that thing from a movie that I've never seen. I don't even know what a movie is, but it looks like that like sandworm thing from Dune, but smaller.
So,
That's no small amount of time to be dealing with a predator of that nature. What?
Well, they're just eating the buildings.
Huh. Well, that
Yeah.
would make sense with the rubble outside.
Yeah. That's what's well, this place sort of kind of always looked like that. But yeah, there's more rubble than there used to be. Definitely. And we get a lot of those and then we get pelted with rocks from the ceiling. But yeah.
That's no good. You guys haven't done anything about this?
Well, the council's trying, but don't know where the fuck they came from or where they go when they're done attacking, so we've just been sort of dealing with it. Having to repair a lot is kind of annoying, but hey, at least it's work.
Who's lost their home? Hold on. Where's my notes? Is Ma okay?
Oh yeah, she's fine. She's up in she ended up moving down by the forges this time. Just, you know. Yep. Because they're having to pick up a lot more work down there. Yeah. Oh, we got a new chief.
Oh. Ew.
Yeah, a kid named Orin Ironclaw. I don't know if you met him or not. But
should I roll recall on that?
You can roll recall on that.
Okay, let's see. Learn a little bit about Mr. Ironclaw here. I'm trying to gain recall, but I don't think that's gonna help because I rolled a 9.
Yeah, you don't really remember him. Maybe a faint. You've probably heard of the Ironclaw clan, but you know, have not really heard of this guy. But apparently, he's a son in the like a young guy in the Ironclaw clan. This place is pretty big.
Interesting. Trying to ask in character, what happened to the old guy?
Yeah. Well, you know, went the way everybody else goes. Got sick one day and then had a funeral and all that. But, you know, Orin's not doing too bad of a job. It's just, you know, I wish that we had Coppermaw back. For reference to everybody else, Coppermaw was the original elder before, or the original chief before Orin took over. Fair. But, you know, he's not too bad. He has a good heart. He has a good heart, I think. Ugh. Maybe just a little bit dumb, but that's all young people are dumb, so.
I'd imagine it's a little rough coming in a situation like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's, yeah. It was almost exactly. That was the, his, not proclamation, not orientation. What's the thing where you ascend to power? What's that thing? What's that word again? The,
obfuscation.
No, it's like when you're getting the crown put on your head or whatever. Coronation, that's the thing.
Coronation.
Your coronation. It was Orin's like elected coronation thing. That's when the worm started attacking. Which I'm just now realizing that's a massive coincidence. I probably should have thought about that earlier, but I didn't. And I'm not going to think about it now, so.
Other than that, you okay here?
Yeah, I'm okay here. I was, you know, I was thinking of opening the dojo again, but...
Oh.
Yeah.
With the worms, right?
Yeah, but the worms. Just a little bit of, yeah, but nobody wants to come out here into the sticks, so... You know, bit lonely. Not bad. How long are you staying?
I'm not sure. We just kind of randomly decided to drop by.
Without consulting us.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's my son. That's my boy.
There has been so much going on that I don't even know where to start. I suppose I just start. Should I point at my head? I'm like, you see this up here?
Yeah, I see that. You went from from leadership to seer.
Cool. So you know what seers are. That's gonna help
Well, that's the
cut down on the story time.
that's the symbol, right?
Yeah. I learned that not too long ago myself.
Really?
Dad,
Did we not-
do you know where I come from?
Yeah, the forest.
Technically, yes. I
Can
met.
you do an insight check on me? Actually?
You can roll
Insight
insight check. You can roll insight check on
Dang.
Thwomp's father.
Yeah, I want to know if he knows more than he's letting on.
Mm,
Yeah, a 7?
You know, you can't tell anything. As far as you know, this guy's the most truthful guy you've ever met.
Honestly, my eye's kind of hurting right now. So- Can't really vibe check right now.
we'll get you guys some proper food here in a little bit. Just relax.
I don't
Stop
know what
pointing.
you're saying. This is delicious.
Oh, well then good. Don't
Not
worry
to
about it
me.
then.
Yeah, is your eye
Gim-
okay?
Gimbal,
Yeah, it kind of hurts a little bit. Kind of stings.
You guys should look at reactive.
looking at reactive.
It's gonna be kind of
Whoa,
fun.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I don't like the sound of that.
Something ain't right. I
I'm
don't know
gonna
how to
let.
say this.
Oh wow.
I don't know how to say this, but your eye kind of looks like mine, but white, not yellow.
What do you mean? Do you have a mirror?
Is there a mirror anywhere here?
Yeah, let me go. He goes into the back. You just hear like crashing and banging and stuff falling to the ground, and he's like, "Got it!" Comes out with like half of a like the front chest plate, but it's really heavily polished, and he hands it over to Gimbal.
I just realized, are my eyes yellow again?
Your eyes are yellow again. Congratulations.
Okay, cool.
You wouldn't be able to tell
Cool.
because they're your eyes, but you would feel your power return to you.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know what that is about.
You know, I gotta say, might be my fault, but if it is, it'll probably pass in a week or something.
Okay.
That doesn't look normal.
It's probably fine. Can you see out of it?
Maybe. Yeah.
It's
hurts
good.
a
It's
little.
fine.
Oh, okay. I get a problem. I'm probably fine.
Yep. If you're not, we got people that can replace that for you. You won't be able to see
Yeah.
out of it, but it'll be better.
I want to
Well-
get. Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say we'll try to avoid that if we can.
Yeah. Well, if worst comes to worst, I get an eye patch, and I look super cool.
I know all the coolest people in this place have eye patches.
Eye patches. Yeah.
That is true. That is true. Yeah. Heck and
I don't.
Coppermaw. Man.
What are you mumbling about, old man?
Coppermaw. I miss that guy.
Would I know who Coppermaw is?
Oh yeah, he was,
That was the old leader.
That was the old
The
leader.
old leader?
Yeah.
Oh, he passed away.
Yeah.
Uh,
Passed away. They probably lit him on fire after he died.
yeah, Viking funeral.
Yeah.
Oh.
She cremated him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No backsies.
No backsies.
Yeah, he seemed like a really nice guy. That Coppermaw.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you like, I got you a souvenir. Here. I hand him my 2 ancient coins.
You got me these?
Sure, they're yours. I've been holding on to them forever. Thinking of you.
He goes up and he gives Thwomp a big ol' hug.
Oh,
And then
I reciprocate.
And then he goes over to the wall, slams on it, and out shoots this, like, long, sort of bookshelf-looking thing of coins. And he's like, alright, what year is this thing?
Yeah, that's a nice coin collection.
Aha! He sets him in his places. Goddamn!
I knew you'd love them.
2 more down.
I'm gonna take those out of my inventory now. Well, we're gonna be here at least for a day. I know that.
Just a day?
Because
Well, you better go.
as I
Sorry,
mentioned to a seer, I got this wicked cool power to open up portals. But we gotta.
Really?
It's really cool. You should watch us do it. But it has a recharge period, so we're gonna be here for a bit.
All right.
What do you want to do while we're here? If anything, where can I show my friends around?
Well, you gotta take them. You gotta take them down the Rummies.
Well, that sounds nice.
Naturally.
Is Remy's like a bar, or is it like a tavern?
No,
Or is it
Rummin,
like a food place.
Rum the Bella, Rummy.
Yeah. Bakery.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah, she used to be just down here, but now she's over by the forges. But no, she's good. She's good. Let me think. No, I should stop trying to think. Should stop trying to do that.
We'll start there, and you can continue having a nap if you like. How's that sound?
Yeah, but you gotta come back and visit me.
Oh, absolutely. Now that I can go wherever I want, there's no excuse, right?
You should. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask. That's what I was trying to think about. So when you say that you're a seer, you mean you like religion type thing, or like?
Technically, yes. I have found several gods, if that's what you mean.
Oh shit!
I look around to see if Nyx is around.
We'll say yes. Nyx is around. Nyx is There's currently a raven just perched on one of Johan's antlers.
I'm looking like, how did you find this? How did you find us?
Can I roll insight to see if Nyx is annoyed that we went to a different world without
Yeah, you
them?
can roll insight.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I got 2 in insight. Let's see.
Johan is attempting to suppress a fear response.
I got a 13.
Ooh, okay. That is a success. You see that Nyx is sort of indifferent. You get the sense that from Nyx's point of view, it's basically as if you guys haven't left. Like,
Okay.
Nyx maybe was off doing their own thing and then was like, oh, I guess they're over here now. I better go there. Don't know how they got there, but...
Across the country. In a day?
You think?
I mean,
Nyx
it's not actually that far. Nyx can fly.
I guess.
Yeah, they're crow.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
But it is fast. I will say it is fast. It is a fast flight. But also Nyx is a god, so it's like, you know.
Well, I don't really know how to answer your question, Dad, because I just became a seer like an hour ago, and I'm still grappling with all the information that was dumped on, well, my forehead, so to speak.
Ah. Well, you might want to go check out the temple then, because then you can talk with other seers and stuff.
Oh,
There's
let's
other
do that.
seers?
Yeah. That's what these things are. He points at the very faded tattoo on his own forehead. You know, they're markers of class and places in the world. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta come by. We can Oh, when you do go down, can you get me a raisin loaf from Rummy's?
Oh, you bet.
Thanks, Thwomp.
No, thank you, Dad.
Also, May is here, just letting you know.
I saw that. May.
Meow.
Once you're set up and readied, you are no longer cursed.
Pardon? There may or may not have been a misfire of a wild magic while you were not here.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes.
Not even gonna question that. That sounds like Poi Poi.
For your knowledge, Johan has been holding your mouth shut for the last 20 minutes.
Mm.
Okay.
We used Poi Poi to wake up my dad.
Essentially.
Was I just wait? What was what?
It's been about 40 minutes since we started.
Yeah,
You're
I
just
know.
gonna have to listen back to the episode.
Got it.
Poi Poi was just
subscribe and like and comment.
Poi Poi, yeah. Subscribe. Smash that like button.
I'll just like
Uh,
pat Johan's hand on my mouth.
As it finally over, I release.
Ooh, baby, give me one more chance.
Close.
Oh, that was remarkably close to what was actually going on.
yeah, you're not too far off.
Not far off.
And I'll
Once
fuck her.
again, we have been lost without you, May.
Is that on purpose
yeah.
that time? Okay, we're
That
good.
was, yeah.
I'm gonna wipe my hand off because
I
it's
feel like
definitely wet now.
Yeah, I feel like I blacked out for the last 40 minutes.
You might as well have.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're
know what
also
would be
eating
really
fish. You're eating fish gruel.
Ooh, fuck yeah. Ow.
See, I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, the moment I heard it was fishy.
Yep.
Gimbal is awake.
Hi.
Oh, and that's something that's happening as well.
Pardon?
worry
WP
about
pardon?
Well,
Okay, then.
we're gonna go see Rum.
We're gonna look
get-
into it later, maybe.
And we'll
Maybe?
tell. We might look into it. It concerns me, but I want to be a little bit more
Hey, you know
diplomatic.
what? This is where you live. If shit's blowing up and you don't care, I don't care.
I very much do care, but the balance
Then I
of
care.
the fate of the world.
Hmm.
We'll tell you about it on the way to Rooms.
Okay.
Giant worms attacking. That's basically it.
Oh, okay. Great.
They're kind of doing like a hit and run, and no one's really sure where they're coming from
Or why?
Yep.
or why.
Okay.
Weren't you standing there listening this whole time, or were you just sort of zoned out?
Who are you?
I think I was covering their ears
That
and
that
eyes
answer-
while
that
I was
answer.
holding their mouth shut.
That answers that.
Actually, you were just gripping my lungs.
Oh, so you did black out.
Very possible.
I'm Thwomps. I'm Thwomps.
I could have killed you. Why didn't you say something? Oh wait, you couldn't.
And that's how you bring back Boy Boy.
Just like that. Well, in case you didn't hear, Poi, this is Dio, my dad.
Hi.
Oh, Mr. Thwomp.
No, Jade Dagger.
Jade Dagger?
Yeah.
Holy
That's a
fucking
steak
shit. That's
He's
the coolest
flexing- he's
fucking. You
flexing
named him
again.
Thwomp?
What's
Did that
wrong?
make your last name Dagger, Thwomp? Like Thwomp Dagger?
No, because he didn't make the dagger yet.
He has to make something to be like for the last name.
Yeah, you gotta make a jade dagger. If he wants the last name Jade Dagger, or he can make something else too.
I made Seer.
Oh,
Thwomp
you.
Can I be Thwomp Seer?
You could be Thwomp Seer. Is that a thing that you can make?
Thwomp Vision.
I mean, I got this cool
Vision.
stick now.
Thwomp Vision.
Thwomp Vision.
Oh,
I
you
love
got
it.
a
Vision.
Sticks are cool. I'm glad you remembered that lesson.
Yeah, I'm never gonna forget that lesson. The time you hit me with that stick.
It was a real big stick. It was a good
It
stick.
was, but it got the point across.
It was quite pointy. And then you grabbed it back and started chasing me with it.
That was a fun day.
Those were good times.
Hmm.
You know, I thought my first conversation was going to be with you guys, but it was with him, Dio. No, I'm kidding.
Was that a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference?
Yeah.
Yes,
You
it
said his
was.
name was Dio, right?
Yeah, his name's Dio Jade Dagger.
Yep.
Very cool name.
That's the only one that's going to happen. I promise.
They're
No,
all
if-
gonna fly over my head.
So if I name something, like if I make something, can I get a cool name too?
Well, if it's sort of like a dwarven, it's like a culture thing. So
I
it's
see.
you know.
Stop appropriating Gimbal.
I was just curious. I didn't say I was gonna do it. Calm down.
Well, hey Gimbal, while you were passed out, Mr. Jade Dagger here said he's met at least one other bugbear and used to play cards with him. And he got
that's
right
probably
proper
my-
salty,
Probably my distant uncle.
probably.
Are all
Who
bugbears
knows?
related? That seems a little bit racist, actually.
Man, I'm always problematic.
Put that on a shirt.
I'm always problematic.
You know, you say that, and yet I've known almost every Scoburn I've ever met, at least in the past few months.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, except your two
Except
sons.
for Team Gary.
Yeah, Team Gary. There's
That was the one exception, yes.
there's a few of them.
Don't remind me of that.
Aren't
One
they
points at his
dead?
forehead and it's like it's canonical now. You heard it.
Don't remind me that I have two sons
Hey.
I don't know about.
Gimbal asked a great question. How? Okay, so I can now do the seer thing. Is there any way I can answer that question?
Which question?
Thwomp's children dead, or not
What?
Thwomp's?
Johan's.
Johan's.
Um,
Or is
Oh
that
yeah, because
beyond
we
my
know
purview?
that we know that the rogue died canonically for sure. So let's check.
that would be.
Oh wait, are we asking about Johan's kids, or are we asking
Yeah, but
about
I'm
Team
saying
Gary?
if that kid from Team Gary was Johan's son, and
Oh.
he's dead,
Then I would feel real bad.
just bullying Johan's son.
We definitely messed with that man.
Just to clear the air, just a little bit. Team Gary guy is not Johan's son. Too young to be Johan's son because Johan would have already been in South Point by then.
Ah.
Yeah.
So Johan's
Okay.
son would have to be old,
Yeah.
fairly
Yeah, it's
old.
probably
Probably-
Dorian Nightingale.
Probably older than any of us.
Non-zero chance that it's Dorian, I feel. Which is horrible, but it's, I can see it.
Doesn't help that it's Bob. Oh no, I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay, but the question that I want to
You
answer
know what's
is
really
if
stupid
Johan-
about that? Never mind.
As soon as May got back, everybody started yelling at each other.
That's the effect I have on people.
Let's let my dad sleep, and we can walk over there and commiserate on what questions we want to ask my third eye.
Yeah, but if you want to come back, you know, you can feel free to come back. I've still got your room, or your cot at least.
Oh, I thank you, Dad. I'm gonna hug him again.
And he He gives you a hug back, still as stone-faced as ever.
I look at him. I'm like, I know you miss me, and then don't.
Yeah.
But I missed your face more, Daddy-O.
All right. Don't
You
forget. Don't forget to bring back the raisin loaf.
You got it. With extra raisins. I know how you like it.
Thank you, Thwomp.
Okay. Let's leave him be.
And you guys head back out into the Dwarven Kingdom. Like I described for everybody else, but may miss. I'm just gonna really quickly describe it. Dio's house is sort of like a shack that's bigger, or that appears bigger on the inside. And his shack is sort of in what he refers to as the Sticks, which is a ruined portion of the kingdom. Also, this place looks very, very similar to your Alanya, just massive, absolutely massive. And instead of like, I imagine like the cool toned light that's in Alanya, it's a lot of like really warm, hot toned lights. It's also very bright in here despite it being underground. There are like these little floating glowing balls that appear to be emitting the most amount of light. Also, this place looks old, very, very old. The closest thing to it that you've seen is like the Citadel area in Goldmarsh, but the underground Citadel area just over a massive place. There are stalagmites hanging from the ceiling off of clearly man-made structures. That's how old this place is. Yeah.
So if I put on the peeper, it just looks exactly the same, doesn't it?
It looks exactly the same, yeah. Actually, a few of the buildings are not destroyed, but it looks mostly the same.
Good for them. Well, bad for them, actually.
Bad for
Sorry,
them.
I got time backwards.
It got destroyed. It got destroyed.
I forgot how time works.
Oh, and also, if you aren't looking at the reactive,
Oh yeah.
Gimbal,
Yeah, you
Gimbal
probably
is
should.
even more emo than ever.
Yeah,
What
I gotta.
What?
More of a scene kid than ever before.
Gimbal has a weird eye. Gimbal
What
has
the?
a weird
When the fuck? How the hell? Oh yeah, that's right. You collapsed. Wait, what? Sorry,
Well, Dio-
fill me in on that. Did I just
Well, Dio
start
was taking.
boogieing?
Yeah, when you were boogieing and woogieing, we had to inject pure adrenaline into the heart of good old Gimbal here.
Yeah, does it make
My
me
dad,
drool?
my dad
Somehow
says
that
it's a side
happened.
effect of that, but I don't know. These portals haven't been agreeing with Gimbal too well.
Yeah. I got portal lag.
You know, we gotta get you some
Okay.
sort of like tonic or something, because we're unfortunately gonna have to use these going forward, Gimbal. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll live, I think.
All right.
Just we'll keep a stock of paper bags, some ginger
Yeah.
ale.
There
Yeah.
you go. Ah, those damned worms.
So we're not worried about that, right?
I certainly don't like it.
Yeah, I'm trying to read the room, and the room's really big, so it's hard to read.
Yeah.
Weird how no one's freaking out about that. Like, I'd be freaking out about that. But the fact that no one's freaking out about it, I don't know if that makes me freak out about it more or less.
When we get down
I'm in
to
like
the board,
Schrodinger's
we can-
crash out.
There you go. We'll get down to the forge. We'll read the room a little better once we see like more people.
Hmm.
I want to
Okay.
ask she's not my mom. I call her that because she likes me and she's cool. She makes me delicious baked goods. Speaking of which, let's go get some.
Please.
I wonder if they have pie.
Oh,
I
they
hope
do.
that meat pie.
I just imagine Boy Boy taking off the crust and just eating the meat part of the meat pie.
That is, I imagine exactly what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
As,
nibble on the crust, but like, unless you guys want to deal with that when we're on the road, I should avoid bread.
Well, we still have some vials left, so.
as you guys are walking into town,
What?
as you guys are walking into town, I want all of you guys to roll a perception check and then DM me the result.
Oh man, that's one of my acquired
That's-
disadvantages. Okay.
Oh shit, I can technically acquire that, but I'm not going to. You know why?
Perception is already acquired.
Pity point economy. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Thank you. And then finally,
Hmm.
there we go. Okay. Cool beans. And you guys are, oh my gosh, that's so loud. Actually, that's much too loud. How do I maybe instead we do this. Can I do a crowd in a dungeon? No. We'll just stick to this. I wish that I could make that slightly quieter. But anyways, you guys are now approaching the sort of main center hold of the Citadel, or of the Dwarven Kingdom, and this place is, cue music, very, very big and very, very cool. That's the best description I could have given it, honestly. Top tier description.
Are we all immersed
Yeah, are you guys immersed? You guys better be immersed.
Yeah.
I
immersed
feel
right now.
so
into
immersed.
the scene of that world?
I feel like I'm in
I'll
Mark
be real, I
This
don't
is
actually
so
need
sick.
that much. My brain filled in all the gaps instantly.
Yeah, mine does
Like
that.
big, okay, cool, crackle.
Yeah,
There it is.
yeah. That's how my brain works
Like-
too. But I'll give a little
Like
bit more.
ice spreading across a window pane.
I will give a little bit more description. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I'll give more description. There are these massive pillars reaching from bottom to top. Each of the, like, you can see from this center area the forges, which is like at the end of this massive hall. And by hall, I mean, imagine a cathedral version of a cathedral. So a confession booth is to a cathedral as a cathedral is to this place. It is boom. It is absolutely massive. And at the end of the hall, you guys can see these massive moving cauldrons almost that are crafted out of stone that turn and pouring lava into this flowing moat that goes down to several smaller forges. And there's There's 3 of these in a row with 1 giant cauldron and then 2 sort of smaller ones off to the sides. Additionally, there are massive faces. It's like Mount Rushmore, but Nordic. Additionally, closer to you guys, sort of standing at every single pillar, are what you guys would recognize as sentinels. But these ones are made of stone and they don't seem to be active. There are there's actually a lot of people here. There's a lot of you can see it's a mix of like new construction that's sort of in a similar style to the old one, and clearly much older construction. As part of that, you can see there's a line formed in front of one small building, as well as Gimbal would notice the distinct scent of fresh baked bread.
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 Rad. By the way, did anyone else see that shady guy over there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw
Okay,
that.
cool. I just wanted to.
Kimball the
I just wanted to listen. We're going into the really cool building. I wanted to address it before we moved on too much. He was giving me a vibe.
Yeah, it was
Do
too.
it.
What was
But-
his vibe?
They dropped something.
They dropped something.
They dropped something.
Did we witness a drug deal?
Maybe.
Maybe a really
Either
bad
that or a
movie that
bombing.
dropped it. Okay, I'm gonna. Where is it? Point it out, and I'm gonna go get it.
That
I'll
way.
point it out very discreetly as my lungs twitch in direction.
You see Thwomp, you see Poi Poi points to the alleyway, and Johan points to the crowd.
They ran toward the crowd and dropped a sack of something. There might be multiple shady people.
Maybe the guy
Did
I
you see
saw
them?
went into the crowd.
The guy I
Reaper
saw
the
was
same.
talking to someone in green.
I didn't see anyone in green.
Hmm. Is this a bad? Is this something we should be worried about?
Yeah,
Or
Probably.
are we just profiling people right now?
We're
It might
so-
also
we're
just
so
be profiling.
This is our
That's what-
problematic episode.
Yeah, this really
Right.
is. This is not. So instead of profiling, can I acquire a vibe check?
Yes, you can acquire vibe check.
I want to vibe check the crowd.
Would that not be that different from Insight? Sorry.
It would exactly be insight, actually. You're correct.
I'm gonna replace my-
Can I roll insight as well? Is that a yes?
Yes, Evan, if Evan wants to roll insight.
Boo, boo! I say that's a nat one.
Oh, gosh.
no!
Wait, that's so funny. I also got a nat one.
You see?
Oh,
I rolled
Not
a
more.
tonight.
Let
It's
me...
our cursed episode.
It's
Okay.
okay though. It's one of my natural traits.
Johan, Thwomp, and Poi Poi, they don't seem to be able to locate the sack. And when you go to look for it, you're like staring at it. And as you get up, you get bumped into. And then when you look back, the sack is gone.
Oh fuck! I think I just got robbed. I checked my pockets.
Well, the sack on the floor is gone. The sack that the shadowy
Yeah.
figure dropped.
I'm aware, but the bump.
You may have also gotten
Intention.
robbed. Actually, you know what?
Why don't you roll to check and see if you're.
Why is it always Johan getting robbed?
I don't know, but it's a
Abby-
good thing I don't carry my gold.
It's just an easy mark.
Oh, yeah.
They're just like, let's rob that
Actually,
old
wait,
man.
shit, I am right now. Never mind.
All right. You're actually missing 4 copper pieces.
Holy
Yeah, that's
shit!
not bad.
I didn't have any copper on me, but I guess.
Okay, then I
I'll-
guess you're missing gold. No, I'm just... I'm just
They
saying
gave you
copper because...
change.
I'm saying copper... What's your lowest denomination, actually?
I have 7 gold and 16 silver.
Okay,
That's
then
it.
you lose 4 silver.
Sure.
And Poi Poi's juggling 4 silver coins.
You're like, oh, this is unrelated.
Yeah, I just like doing this.
I would choose
It
to
calms
believe
me.
I believe it too.
Great.
Poi Poi is
I got away
rolling the
with
money.
it.
Did you actually?
No,
Wait.
I'm just juggling.
Wait,
It's a good hobby.
I'll buy you something nice.
wait, did you actually?
Guys, what about the shady people?
We're looking right
Yeah,
at one,
Johan,
we're just
stop
looking at
whining.
one.
We're
Yeah, Johan, there's more important matters.
quit trying to bring the group down, like always.
Hey, all right.
Johan's just getting gaslit into oblivion right now.
I'm out of character of getting gaslit right now. I don't know if that's a joke or not.
So I can add 4 silver to my...
Yeah, you can. We'll say,
Okay.
Johan, you felt 2 bumps. One very distinct and shoving you out of the way of the sack, and another one smaller right on your back pocket.
Got it. I choose to ignore the second one.
That's so messed up. Johan was so nice to you, boy.
Yeah, and I'm nice to him.
True.
Listen, guys, we want me to keep my skills honed,
I can't argue
right?
with
Exactly. So I'm keeping
Yeah.
the coins.
that. Okay.
All right, go on.
Bring it back, Johan.
Let's just.
We lost track of these nefarious foes. Is that my understanding?
You don't even know if there's multiple of them.
Can I
That's
roll
very-
lucky
makes
guess
it very
to discern
easy.
if I feel like there's probably more than one?
Let's just.
No,
our
because you
eyes
don't have all
open.
the information.
But it's a guess. But fair.
Let's just keep our eyes open and move forward. And be aware that there might be more than we can see going on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Keyword
generally.
Hey.
Which is. Honestly, it's pretty par for the course for us that something fucked has to be going on all fucking time.
Every time
yeah.
we walk into a town, there's always something
You guys
gotta
see
happen.
Gift and a curse.
you guys see a very large stalactite falling from the ceiling. Everybody sort of looks up and scatters before. Wow, that was. There we go. That's better. Before it comes collapsing onto the ground. And if you guys were to look up, you would just barely see the end of one of these worms wriggling their way back into the stone.
Okay. Can I vibe check the crowd now? See if they're upset about this.
You absolutely can vibe check. You absolutely can.
What fish you could use that for bait ass?
Oh my god.
Sorry, that's what my brain is at.
No, it's fine. Stonefish would love that morsel. No, I don't really. I was joking. Can I just see if the crowd is actually concerned about these happenings?
It looks like you can see that they are concerned, but it's more of like an indifferent, annoyed type of thing. Like it's been going on for so long that they're just like, ugh. You see the people that are sort of covered in stone dust and grease and all of that. You see they look a little bit upset as they look up towards the ceiling and other walls that are damaged, sort of assessing everything. And, what they need to repair now.
Thwomp is gonna have like this new trait where he loves these people because he grew up with them, they took him in, but on some level he kind of resents their passive nature towards this. They're not doing anything about it. They're just putting up with it. It might be one of the reasons why he had to go and strike it out on his own.
That very
We'll
well
see.
might be. That very well might be.
Would make sense. Makes sense.
How far away are we from the forge?
The forges are far ahead of you. They're sort of at the end of the hall. The bakery, which is where I assume that you're probably going to first, is Rum the Bellows Bakery, is actually it's pretty close in front of you. That's the building with the line out the front.
Okay. Well,
How long
I'm
is
gonna.
the wait typically?
Oh yeah.
How long is it typically?
Evan, you can just make up a number since this is a place that
this place has got it all. So like the line is usually there. If you get here too late, they're gonna run out of stuff. Let's just say. So,
Oh man.
but me being so close to Ma, I'm just gonna cut the line, and you're gonna come with me.
Yay.
Okay.
We cut the line.
Is this how it felt when you guys were briefly my royal consorts?
You guys
Oh,
you guys cut the line. You see the dwarves that are in line right now, or the dwarves and the pharaoh that are in line, especially the older ones. One of them pipes up, "Hey Thwomp, when you get back?"
yeah. Just now.
Welcome back.
Darren. Hey, Darren, how are you?
Oh wow, that's actually one of the names that I have written down.
No way, really?
Yeah. Darren Flintpick.
Oh.
Here
Hey,
he is.
Mr. Flintpick, how are you?
We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Tell your daddy
despite
still
all
owes
the-
me.
Oh, he owes everybody. Let me tell you. And so I kind of let that conversation die.
And you walk inside to let us flip to here. You guys step inside of this bakery. It smells, first of all, amazing in here. It is delectable. It is warm outside. It smelled kind of like that sort of like iron, rusty, metallic smell. In here, that smell is completely gone and replaced with the smell of fresh baked bread and like puddings and custards, and it smells a little bit like Christmas in here actually, but it's delicious. It smells delicious in here. You feel like you almost may need to pay a price for how good it smells in here. Additionally, it seems like the line is not a line to order, but a line to sit down, as there are not many tables in here, and it is not at all actually crowded. It's actually very, very quiet in here. You see there's a lot of like women and children and like families sitting in here, and so you can get the sense that this place is well, especially from actually everybody would sort of get this impression, because you all come from like these like close-knit familiar groups in small towns. You get the sense that that like dwarven culture is very, very family oriented. So the people standing outside are workers waiting for the families to be done with their meals. Just letting people cut through, which is probably also why Thwomp felt very comfortable with just cutting in front of all of you guys, because you're a group. It makes sense, you know?
Mm-hmm. We're family.
Family.
We're family.
Yeah. And
Destined family.
you see up at the front an older woman. She looks surprisingly buff for being such a small old woman. You guys have seen Dio before. This woman looks as though she could kick his ass very easily, just absolutely wipe the floor with him. You see she's in like this like leather apron. She's got tattoos on her arms. She is just a little bit of a badass. And on the name badge, anybody who can read that far, you can see Rumanella Cask Brew, because she has her full name on her badge for some odd reason, but
The big badge.
yeah, big badge.
It's two
It's
badges.
one line that just stretches across her
Yeah,
chest.
exactly. It's part of her flair.
Yeah, it's part of her flair. She just got a really big one.
It's just like a tag at the top seam of her apron.
Yep. And you see she's currently talking with somebody who's dropping off a crate of what looks to be bottles and sacks of what you guys can probably gather is either sugar or flour.
Oh, okay. I heard bottles. I was gonna be like, oh, my liquor sense is tingling.
It might be liquor, actually. It might be liquor. There is yeast. There is yeast. There is yeast here.
Nearly
I must
there.
that's what Thwomp detects. Thwomp detects yeast. That's
Yeah,
an
it's probably.
alcohol.
He's got
Yeah.
yeast sense.
It's false alarm.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I don't want to interrupt these two, but I kind of position myself in her periphery to see if she notices me.
You see, I'm trying to remember what voice I had for her.
I'm excited. I want to hear this.
I'm also excited because I haven't practiced it at all.
Just Miss
Yay.
Doubtfire. Hello.
No. It's testing. I think this was it. She's a bit grizzled. Thwomp, is that you?
Hey!
Get over here. And she walks around. Let's give her a little bit of an accent. Get over here. There we go. This is her.
Hey.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I rush
Get
over and
Get over here. You got a new symbol on your forehead.
I did. I graduated, so to speak. I'm glad you noticed.
Look at you. You haven't been eating, clearly.
Wow.
He's
I've lost
been
the...
drinking though.
That is 90% of Thwomp's diet.
Yeah, it is. I haven't been able to carbo load since I left you, Ma.
Okay, well, I'm baking a bunch right now. And who are your friends?
Okay, this...
I'm Gimbal.
Yes, this is Gimbal. This is Poi Poi, and this is Johan. These are my friends.
Hello.
We've been on many adventures already.
I can see that. Have you been taking good care of Thwomp?
Yes, he was a god briefly.
For the most part.
He might be again. We're not sure.
You know, I always knew you were special, Thwomp. This is a terrible voice for her. I'm gonna change it, but
Go for it.
No.
It's all loose.
it's gonna get changed.
until you
very
become
loose.
happy with it.
Loosey goosey. It's loosey goosey.
That's why we are the Lucid Keepers.
You're the loosey goosey keepers.
The Lucy Keepers.
The loosey keepers.
I say that. I'm like, these are my friends. We are the Loosey Goosey Keepers.
No.
The Poi Poi's like, no.
That is an amazing name.
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, she pulls out a tray of like baked goods. There's like you guys immediately smell. They're like steamed like there's pork buns. There's like chicken, and it's everything that you could ever want on this tray, including a lot of sweet stuff as well as like these like twisted donut looking things.
Ooh.
How does it seem like all of these came out of the oven at the exact same time?
Well,
No way these all cook at the same temperature.
No, I've had them sitting here. I'm just pulling these out so you guys can
Probably
have.
come from different ovens.
You want a tour? I could give you a tour.
I would love a tour. Nobody let me eat any bread.
Laugh that out of Poi Poi's hand. I'm like, we'll get you more porridge, Poi Poi. Don't worry about it.
Porridge is worse. Porridge will go straight through.
Oh, don't put that image in my head.
Oh Lord.
Oh God.
Like Poi Poi, I'll sneak you a little something. Don't worry.
Well, yeah, you're an Olanian, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I could make you something. I'll just make you a bowl of beef. How's that? May
I
has
would love
muted-
that.
Nice.
That was an amazing Poi Poi impression. And so Rummy hands
I
Poi
blacked
Poi
out again.
a bowl of like you get handed a beef stew, Poi Poi.
Ooh.
You get handed a beef stew in a bowl.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
What-
That's a
what-
good broth.
Gamble's just already inhaling pastries.
What brings you
Like
What-
a vacuum.
what brings you back here, Thwomp? How'd your pilgrimage go? Did you find what you were looking for out there?
You know what? Kinda like half yes, half no. Because I found these guys, and we've definitely all of us have found a purpose. I kind of lean in close. I'm like, we're kind of actually saving the world right now. If I'm being honest.
Gamble's in the back with a thumbs up.
If that was coming from your father, I would not believe it, but since it's coming from you, I wholeheartedly believe it because I was the one that raised you, not him.
Exactly.
He knows nothing about the world. The world. Saving the world.
Well, he doesn't come out of his house at all. Did you see him already?
Yeah, we stopped by. As a matter of fact, we got to get a raisin bread loaf to go for him.
Yeah, I was expecting him recently. I've already made it for him. I got him 2 loaves in here. Tell him he owes me 40p.
You know what? I'm gonna pay for him.
Are you? Are you sure?
I will. He already owes too many people too much, so I'm gonna spot him this one.
You know he's not gonna pay next time either, but alright.
Well, I don't mind throwing you a little cash.
Thank you, Thwomp.
Mm-hmm. Say, Ma, the worms.
Yeah.
What is up with this?
Beats me. They started showing up on the coronation day, and they sort of haven't been letting up since. Been eating all the houses and stuff. My neighbor, that's why I moved down here, is because my neighbor's house got eaten.
Oh no.
Yeah. So,
Joffrey's house?
yeah. He got married, actually. It's Joffrey and Linda now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that happened.
Wow.
You missed that. That was, ceremony was a couple weeks ago, actually.
Oh,
But,
well, bless their hearts.
Yeah. So,
But they're okay? They're living somewhere else now?
yeah, they're okay. The worms, they never attack people, just the buildings.
They only attack the buildings. And you don't have any leads? Because I know, I lean back in. We're saving the world, like I said, but we've actually helped out a lot of people along the way. Is there anything we can do to help out?
You know what
We liberated an entire city.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
This is absolutely true.
With robots.
Yeah, we saw real robots!
Like those ones out there.
Oh god, don't remind me. I know they're on our side now, but oh, they still scare me.
I'm so excited for you, Thwomp. Did you tell them this man has been obsessed with robots since the day I met him? Absolutely obsessed. Could not tell you why.
Vampires and robots.
Yeah, vampires. He likes vampires, robots, automatons, the works. Also, a lot
Vampire
of mud.
robots.
A lot of
Vampire
mud.
Vampire
robots.
Not the
Loves mud.
vampires I get. No robos for me.
No robos for a poor
I feel like
Johan.
I'm the opposite. I feel like
Johan's too much
vampires
of
are
a-
freakier.
Johan's
Yeah,
too
but
much
Johan's a
wolf.
boomer.
This is true.
Newfangled technology.
Come on. Come here,
Yes.
but keep this on the down low and you didn't hear it from me.
I'm leaning in.
I've been hearing, well, because there's been a lot of complaints to the new guy on the chair, heckin' Ironclaw, and the coincidence, it didn't go over my head, as it didn't go over a lot of people's head. There have been a lot of complaints about the way he's handling this situation specifically, and there's been a lot of complaints about the sea down there, something happening with it. as well as some reports that people have seen him with some shady figures.
Really?
Yeah.
What
Shady
kind of
figures,
shady
you say?
figures? Like literally shady?
I don't know, actually. I hope not. Is that something you encounter a lot?
Yeah, actually.
I got robbed coming in.
Yeah, nobody
Alright.
knows who did that. Ding, 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 ding.
That's really weird, because usually this is a pretty safe place. You know, I just keep my cash down in the in the dresser out back. Or not
Things follow
out
me
back, but
around. I
behind.
don't know.
Nobody would rob you. You seem really nice.
Well, thank you. I'm usually not.
Well, then, nobody would rob you if you're not nice because, goddamn, look at you.
Yeah. Yeah, Dad felt this new guy was on the up and up. Do you know what time of day that these people particularly meet up?
That I'm not sure, but if I see anything, I'll let you know.
Hmm.
Are we gonna get Detective Thwomp?
Usually Poi Poi is our detective.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have a fedora and everything.
I have. I've retired the
Do
cow.
I still have that? Like digging through my pockets.
we let little Poi Poi here do all the detective work nowadays. I'm the muscle. Fold my
I
arms.
thought I was the muscle.
You're the
I think
charm.
the three of us are the muscles. You are absolutely the charm, though.
The three of you are the muscle, and I'm the brain of everything.
And I'm the Riz.
Yeah,
I'm
and
the old enigmatic.
Comfortable.
I'm the old enigmatic wise man who's not actually all that wise.
You know, Thwomp, I could always tell. That's what I was always telling Dio and everybody that asked about you. And everybody that didn't ask about you either. I was always saying that you were destined for something special. That you were gonna be a leader. That's what I always said. And here you are now, leading an adventuring party off to save the world, or whatever it was that you said. But I'm very proud of you.
Oh, thank you, Ma.
Didn't know we had a leader. That
Now,
was
eat. You're too skinny.
He's looking at me. He's doing so good. Such a good leader.
You are much, much, much too skinny. You better. So you gotta eat. Just take all this with you. Okay, I'm baking more. Freaking Lev and Soren are dropping off more, so don't even worry about that. Just eat to your heart's content.
Well, okay, if you insist.
I do insist.
Yeah,
You're
you
much too skinny.
Yes.
You are
I
far
find the
too skinny.
smallest roll possible and I pass it to Poi Poi.
Yes. Ow.
And I toss the rest into Gimble's sack of wonders.
Just the loose baked goods on one bag.
There's so much shit in Gibble's bag.
my God.
Hopefully the crystal in there doesn't like infest it or something. We'll see.
No, don't say that. These baked goods are pure. They cannot be tainted by no evil crystal of no do well.
They're lucky biscuits.
Of course. Well, we're gonna be here at least for a day, so you're gonna see me again before we take off.
Well, good. You
But I'm
better
gonna
say goodbye.
Of
I
course.
feel like I almost had to pry it out of you last time you left.
Well, I didn't want to upset you,
Yeah. But you better come back.
This time I will.
And go spend some more time with your father. He's been really sad recently.
Yeah, he seems mopey,
Yeah.
but he's pretty tight-lipped, so he's never gonna tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Well, it's not my place to say. But you better go visit more. That's what I think. He sure needs it. And take his loaves to him.
Okay, you got it. All right.
Okay.
Well, I will see you later.
Okay, come here though. And she you gotta give your mom a hug. before you leave.
And I suppose
And send in Darren. I've got his order ready.
Darren. Oh, sure. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Thwomp.
Thanks, Ma.
And you all take care too.
Of course.
Right on.
Especially you, points at Johan. You're way too skinny.
I will keep that in mind.
Good.
I just lean over. She thinks everybody's skinny compared to her.
You didn't say anything about me, but I have a pretty big butt, so I'm not surprised.
You're the goal. You're healthy.
You're the gold standard.
You're the gold standard.
Well, I won't lie. I wouldn't mind having your kind of musculature. I would be.
Gimbal just starts flexing.
Back in my heyday. Maybe we could have competed, but not now.
Yeah, maybe. Would love to see you in your heyday.
I don't know about that. I don't think I would.
I don't know about that one.
All right, let's get out of here. It's getting claustrophobic in here now. Is gobbling a biscuit in the corner. Thank you. Okay, come on, poi. No more biscuits for now. Okay, you can have that one. I'm not gonna... It's like I approach and starts growling at me.
May is apparently gonna go get some real food really quick, but she'll be listening in.
Okay.
And you guys exit Rummy's bakery.
Okay, well, you've met basically both my adopted parents. Initially what I wanted to do here, but maybe we should go see the Seers. Maybe they got some more information on what's going on here.
Mayhaps.
Yeah, it might be useful for you.
Definitely.
Yes. If what your father had something to say was anything to go by, I agree.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys, Thwomp, you would actually not know where the Seer's Temple is. It's probably something that you've heard of before, that there is a temple. You probably never heard it called like the Seer's Temple. You would just know that there is a temple. Actually, no. You would probably know where it is because we originally.
I'll tell you what. As we're walking out, I see Darren. I say, "Oh, hey, your order's ready." By the way, do you remember where that? We're looking for that Seer's Temple. Do you remember where that is?
Oh yeah, it's just down that way, away from the forge. You'll see it. It's the big one with the archways.
Got it. Thanks, buddy.
Yep. Tell your dad.
Sure. Tell him what?
Oh, he owes Darren money.
Oh, yeah, okay. He's so
That's
serious.
expected.
He's so serious. It just goes over Thwomp's head because he just expects it.
He's just like, gotcha. So you guys step away. It's still pretty crowded. You see there are sort of... best way to describe it is bite marks out of a lot of the pillars here, just chunks missing. You see there's people like with oh my gosh, what's it called, like grout, trying to fix up and patch up the stonework. People chiseling away at repaired sections to sort of try and match it to the rest of the pillar, as well as one of the pillars just in the distance just goes as you see like these wriggling black things fall from the ceiling. This is far away, so you can just sort of get a sense of how big these things actually are. And you guys walk up to the temple, which seems to have quite a bit of repair done to it. And when you guys walk inside, you see a lot of cloaked figures. And I'm going to need you guys to roll perception or recall.
The two things that I have in the negative.
Oh, not you, Gimbal.
Oh, just Thwomp?
Yeah, just Thwomp, Johan, and Poi Poi,
Okay.
who isn't there. So I'm going to roll for Poi Poi.
Wait, why not me?
Because you didn't roll good on your perception before. Also, Poi
Ah.
Poi, you rolled a 2.
Man, I would love to get recall, but I already have a 5 in perception, so we're just gonna keep that going.
Okay.
Roll perception.
Oh, what a crap
No, not
roll.
great.
I got a 6.
Okay.
9.
Yeah, you guys don't really you guys don't really see much. Yeah, I guess you're gonna have to wait until your actual brains pick up instead of a roll. So you guys walk in here. You see seers. There are Farah with their fur sort of bleached white over their forehead. There are dwarves. There is actually a couple Scove in here as well. All of them sort of have that tattoo of an eyeball. Well, most of them, or some of them, we'll say. Most of them do not have an eyeball tattoo at all. Most of them don't have any tattoos. But you can see there's like a select few that do, and they're the ones that are dressed in like the really big flowy robes. Actually, let me change this to maybe what's a good one? I'm running out of music on Pocket Bard. We'll go to this one. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. Okay. So
That'll do.
Little do. You guys enter in, and yeah, welcome to the Seer Temple. It is quite small compared to the rest of the place. It's like this place is like a normal size sort of chapel, unlike Dio's house where he lives in a really small shack that turns out to be bigger on the inside. This place on the outside is much, much bigger and decorative than it is actually accessible on the inside. You see there's, for probably Thwomp, that's sort of looking in stonemason, or that sort of can read stone. You can see that there's like different doors that have since been sealed off. And it's now just the sort of main center room. Up at the top, across the room, there is an engraving of the Seer Eye right there. And it looks like there's not many people here right now. It's mostly a lot of people like praying, trying to do like divination magic. Yeah, it's pretty dead right now.
West Ham, cool. I don't. I turn to the group. I'm like, I don't know how they tolerate that.
Yeah, it must suck if you're trying to like,
Yep.
meditate and then there's loud ass noise.
Yeah, there's just dust and little bits of debris falling from the ceiling. You see one of the people that are doing divination magic sort of turns and looks up and sighs and then looks back down.
I walk in on that guy, and I approach him. I say, "Hi, what you got going on there?"
Well, I'm practicing divination.
Can I help?
Do you have a book?
We have books in my friend's bag.
What kind of book?
Sure.
Any book?
Well, book on divination magic. We're trying to figure out where the heck all these worms keep coming from.
Perfect, because we want to help you with that.
Oh, good.
Do I recognize this dude?
You know what? You vaguely recognize this dude, but in a sense that you've met maybe one of his family members before.
Okay. Well, I'm. You know what? That was rude of me. I'm Thwomp, by the way. I grew up here years ago.
Oh, hi, Gideon.
And I just came back. Oh, hey, Gideon. I recently, I points at head, just became a seer myself. So I'm trying to kind of learn and figure out what all this means. But then also the worms are attacking, and I don't.
Oh yeah.
Take kindly to that.
Well, welcome to the cause. Basically, I haven't really seen you around here, but I'm guessing you're from Erngor. There's well, our job is basically to figure out when the best time for certain events are, as well as make sure that everything goes to plan. We're like the planners of everything, and we're supposed to use like magic and stuff to get glimpses of the future, but most of it's bullshit. I didn't learn that until after I became a seer.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they fooled me too, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, well, what can we do to help you locate the cause of these worms then?
Well, if you can figure out this locate spell, that would be great.
Locate spell.
Yeah, well, that's what we're trying to do, is locate the worms.
You have like a scroll or something, or
Yeah, we got this book. He pulls out a leather-bound tome with a seer's eye on top of it, as well as underneath the eye 2 lines. He opens the book, flips it over. You see this book is very, 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 very old and very, very faded. It's a wonder they can read it at all. And he flips open to the book that you can vaguely read out, says locator, and it's got a shape on it, and he's got like little bits of plants and rocks lined out in that shape, as well as charcoal drawn around in a circle. So I've been trying to follow this, but I just, for some reason, it's just not clicking in my brain, or maybe I'm not ready for this spell, or I don't know. It's just been really frustrating for everybody involved.
And this is magic that seers can do, right? Specifically.
Well, typically you need to become a seer in order to get access to the book. So I can hand this to Thwomp, but we can't hand it to any of you guys.
That's fair.
Makes sense to me.
Okay.
Can he hand it to us?
No, because he's taken on the creed of the seer.
Mom's so like a little crestfallen because he was going to try and pull that move, to kind of like pivot towards the magically enabled in the group. But then he just pivots back around. No, I thank you guys. I guess, you know. I kind of start leafing through the book, I guess.
It's very, very, it's very, very faded. You can hardly make out anything. You can't see any ingredients and stuff anymore. You can just barely make out like the names of the spells, as well as like shapes. It seems like these spells are, from what you can see and what you can derive, it seems like these spells are derivative of the runic language. So they are drawing specific runes in or from the book in order to cast the spells, as opposed to newer spell casting, which refers or which it's more like somatic components.
I turn to the guy. I'm like, how old is this tome? Do you know roughly?
About as old as this place.
Ooh.
Oh.
I
Yeah. Gimble's picking it up. I'm like, hey, Poi, can I see the Grim Peeper for a sec?
Yeah, sure. If we pull this out in a place full of seers.
That'll be fine.
Okay, I give the people.
Yeah, I don't care.
Jesus, what the fuck?
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
It's ancient.
It's
Fine.
really old. It's my uncle. Don't worry about it. I know who he was. And I look through it to see if the text is less, or the runes are less faded.
Unfortunately, the runes are not less faded.
Okay, so I just upset everybody in the room for nothing. But
through the Grim Peeper, you see something else.
Oh.
Never before in the Grim Peeper have you seen any sign of any organic life apart from plants and trees. This time in the Grim Peeper, you see the book is not in your hand like what you're looking at through the Grim Peeper. The book is sat on a pedestal at the end of the room. There are several bodies surrounding it. All of the bodies have been skeletonized.
Cool. Pumpkin bombs.
There is light shining from above onto the book on the pedestal. You do not know where the light is coming from.
Before I walk over there, I'm gonna hand it back to Poi. I'm like, Poi, do you see what I'm seeing through this thing?
I fix it. I'm assuming yes.
Yes, you do. You do. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys do like a cleanup with around the last 50 years or so?
Not from my knowledge. You can ask one of the elders, but they're not here they're not in today.
Okay. Could I see what page the book is open to?
The book is again, it's very worn. It is, but you can just about make out what looks to be a summoning spell, which at this point you guys had no idea was even possible. I don't think anybody knew.
No, yeah, that's news to me.
It's a gateway spell to summon something from somewhere.
Ooh.
Summon maybe like a god?
Okay. Whatever that something was, probably didn't go right.
No. And the elders aren't here to ask about him. And so we don't know where the light's coming from. It's surrounded by skeletons. Do any of the skeletons have markings on their skulls?
They all do.
So they're seers. Okay.
You said they're all skeletal, circling.
Yeah, they're like reaching out.
So it definitely, perhaps, was a boss of some kind.
Oh, sorry about that. Say that one more time, May.
So it's definitely perhaps a blast of some kind, maybe?
Well, it looks like they're all reaching out for the book, and maybe.
Maybe. Okay, roll lucky guess.
You can roll lucky guess.
We did it. It's been so many sessions, and we finally got a lucky guess roll. That is a 16.
Okay. You see that there aren't any scorch marks on the stone or the wooden pews and stuff. The pedestal that the book is sat on, also no scorch marks. If you take off your Grim Peeper, there isn't any. You can't see anywhere where this pillar was even set up. The rooms look very different, actually. The walls or the doors that were previously sealed up that are sealed up in modern times are not sealed up back then.
Probably concealing something.
But what you do see is that the people that are dead definitely died during some sort of ritual or spell.
Well, we do know that a lot of
Mm-hmm.
all magic is mana derived. So maybe it was something that required
You think
a lot
it
of
just
mana.
it needed so much mana it just stripped them to their bones?
A theory.
Probably most likely, honestly.
Hmm. And then it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder what they summoned.
Does.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully not worms.
Because let's think, because this was around the time of He Who Shall Not Be Reigned.
Oh, I just got it.
I was letting it.
Brady's slow clap.
Okay, thank you. I needed the moment of recognition. This summoning happened around. This summoning happened around the time of Einar Grimm.
Seemingly so.
So was it probably related? Something to try and use against him?
Well, if you guys remember, Einar never made it to Ifgal.
Yeah.
What's that? True.
I was never here. But you know who was here? Well, who could have been? Who else? Who was a seer that we know was something?
Your son.
The other one.
Ah.
Thwomp's daddy.
Oh, Virgil. Oh, okay.
I forgot his name. I don't know how.
Daddy-O was here.
Good. Well, I'm just gonna have to remind you.
That's the only thing that came to mind. Now, why he would be here is another story entirely, but we know that he was doing some fucked up shit because he had the gem and the whole Great Warlock thing. Let's not stress the fact that that's a title that people had.
He was the last Great Warlock, but the last Great Warlock was hundreds of years ago, before this point.
Wow.
But I'm not saying this to like shut you down or shut down your theory, because it still very well could have been Thwomp's dad, as far as you know. You know what I mean?
My daddy could have done this?
It's definitely human seers.
Oh yeah, the skeletons, they're not dwarven.
They are not dwarven.
Which is weird for a place like this. 50 years back. I'm not sure what could have been done there. Whatever this was is very powerful magic. Summoning magic. Didn't know that was even a thing.
God damn it, Thwomp.
Well, I just have to remind everybody what we're dealing with, the kind of madness that we're chasing.
Gotcha. Oh my god.
Oh.
Ooh.
That gets me every fucking time. I don't know why.
I do it just to mess with Brady because I love it. I love making
we do
Brady
a lot
smile.
of things just to mess with Brady.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
True.
Yeah.
This is true. Even in the games I run, especially in the games,
Yeah.
but also this group in particular, I don't know why. It's weird. Anyway,
We're putting that away now.
thank you.
This is
Thank
serious
you.
business.
serious
There's
business.
skeletons. There's
There are
skeletons in the looking glass.
When
so
there
to
has
speak.
never been a skeleton before.
Never, not once. Seer
I've
skeletons.
never seen a living being. It must be related to the seers in some way, but they go one. I don't know.
Okay, well, I guess I address. What was his name again?
Gideon.
Gideon. Thank you. I just say, how long have you been here at this temple?
Just about 5-6 years.
6 years.
Yeah. I was a mason before this.
Oh, okay. I kind of was myself. Well, I don't. Well, okay. I turn to the group and I just quietly say, like, we shouldn't show this guy this thing, right? Should we keep this on the down low?
I think so.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
we don't know who to trust.
And they didn't. I don't want to force this thing on this guy's face. He doesn't like it to begin with.
I did hear that. I want nothing to do with the bony face thing. I don't.
Okay.
I am not a part. I am not.
You're
I
okay.
now know I will never ever go to Erngor because that is too much for me.
Cool. Yeah. I don't care. I put it back in. I give it back to Poi Poi.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know what any of that meant, but currently there are worms attacking my hometown, and I would love to help you locate these things. So a spell is the only way to do it.
Well,
My buddy here has a really cool schnoz. Can usually smell things out for us.
That is true.
Well, if you wanted to catch one of the worms, you could probably sniff it out. Or sniff out where they go, but all we've got is the divination.
Okay. How long do you think it'll take to rife through this book?
Well, I already know what spell we need. It's just a matter of actually figuring out how the hell to cast it. Because have you seen this thing? It's like... there's nothing there anymore.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's an issue.
Good
Boy
idea.
snap fingers. What's up?
Thwomp had an idea that he communicated with me telepathically. That's right. He's that good of a seer. We are going to need you
What?
to exit the room, though.
Me specifically or everyone?
You specifically. And Gimbal, if Gimbal wants to go, but Gimbal doesn't have to.
Why me? What did I do?
I just picked you.
Oh, that's kind of mean.
Can you roll persuasion for me?
Okay. If I succeed this, I would like to acquire persuasion.
Sounds good.
And if May fails this, I'll use deception, which is something I
That
haven't
is a
used.
6.
Unfortunately, this guy's just like, yeah, no. Seers can't do
Okay, then.
telepathy. That doesn't make sense.
Well, this one can. Just turn around then. You can stay in the room.
This guy looks at Thwomp. Are you serious?
Yeah, totally.
And he turns around reluctantly, but he's keeping an ear on you guys.
I pull out the heart of the lake.
You pull out the heart of the lake. Are you holding it over the book?
I am.
When you hold the heart of the lake over the book, it looks like it starts to translate. And then you see something angry.
Hello?
Ooh.
Like a face just behind the text. It's like you can't really make it out, but it's clearly there, and it's keeping you from seeing the text itself.
An angry face?
This face is angry.
It's not an angry face we've seen before, right?
It is...
I've seen a lot of angry faces.
It is not... Well, it's vaguely... It is vaguely familiar, but it is angry. And I'm guessing if you're going to try on other pages, you flip to other pages, it is still very angry.
Thwomp. Tell him this book is hella cursed.
He's still looking. So I go back around him, and now I'm looking at him because he's still not looking, and I'm holding the book. Like, this book, something off about it.
It's angry. It's an angry book.
It's kind of angry, if that makes sense.
That makes no sense, actually.
What if I say it's evil? Or at least it gives off a dark aura.
You're saying that the Tome of the Seers is evil. Don't you have one of these?
I've been a seer for like 3 hours.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have a question.
Sorry about that.
Where did the tome originate from?
Here?
It's
just here. They've had tomes as long as you know, there have been seers.
Oh man, that's a long time.
Yeah. It's
Can I
just...
sniff how old it is?
Go ahead and roll sniff.
16.
You lean in and sniff it, and you get mixed signals. Maybe it's because this book gets used a lot, but it smells both like a... It smells like, you remember Nando's notebooks? How you've seen the notebooks new and you've seen the notebooks old? It smells like both of those at the same time.
Oh.
We've unlocked true book smell.
Yeah, it is the smell of the book. You're right.
It's weird. I can't usually I can smell, like, old books have like a distinct smell, but this has like a weird smell. Like, it's not quite old, not quite new.
You think like some time shenanigans or meddled with this book, and that's why it has a weird smell?
Maybe.
Possible. These stupid worms.
You see Gideon looks up. God. These things are annoying.
Oh, hey, someone showed emotion towards it.
There you go. That's progress.
Well, they're just bothersome. They're just, you know, having to repair everything over and over. They don't attack anybody. So it's not like...
Do they just eat stone?
Well, specifically, they're going after the structures.
Wonder why they're exhibiting that behavior.
Well, I don't know. I don't even know where they came from. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Well, Thwomp would know that the structures around here are made of what specifically?
They are, it's probably out of like limestone or out of limestone and like marble. Yeah, limestone, marble, quartz, that sort of a thing.
Okay. You know, some believe that the limestone carries a kinetic property to it that attracts ghosts. Maybe it's eating ghosts.
As good a theory as I know.
No, nobody's
You know,
amused by my
I'm
ghost hunting knowledge.
I'm used.
I'm amused.
Is that from a show?
Yes,
I'm proud of you.
thank you. Well, you know what? Mom's getting antsy. He literally saw the worm disappear through a hole in the ceiling. Can we get up to that hole in the ceiling?
There was a hole in the ceiling outside.
Yes.
It is
Nobody in this room is useful or helpful.
Oh, I thought you were asking. I thought you were asking me.
I'm asking the DM.
You are asking the DM.
Yeah, I'm done talking to this guy.
Okay.
I could sniff out where they are, probably. Like, exactly.
I would say, in order for sniff to work, you would need to capture one of them.
Fine.
Well, let's go capture a worm.
Yeah,
Can we go?
I'm not saying
I
that's
hand
not
the
an
guy's
option.
book back, and I'm like, "Hey, thanks. Sorry if we've upset you."
No.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Later. Cool.
Okay.
I feel like we
I was
confused him more than we upset him.
I thought maybe my demeanor was gonna make him not like us. Anyways,
Okay. I have a
Yeah.
plan for catching the worm. It involves a very obscure reference. Does anybody have a little bit of string and a paperclip?
No.
I got
And we
it.
leave that for the audience. You got it.
I got it. I understand that reference.
I've heard that one before, but
I do
don't-
not.
I can't place it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I won't explain. You're just gonna have to hold on to it and maybe figure it
good.
out later.
Yeah.
I'll remember it and I'll message you later.
Genuinely, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
These are big ass worms.
Well, I wander outside and I look at where that stalactite used to be, and I see if there's a gaping hole there that we saw the worm crawl past.
There is. If you look up to the sky, there seems to be a hole there. Roll perception for me.
I'm gonna get a different die for this. This die's been playing mean games all night. Okay, perception. Here we go. Oh, that was so much better. I got a 24.
Ooh, that is nice. You can look
Finally.
up to the hole that the stalagmite is doing, and you can see that it looks almost like the worms are filling in the hole.
Like in real time.
Yeah, like in real time. You're looking up there, and you can see that the hole is getting filled. It is a lot smaller than it was when you saw the stalagmite fall. Or stalactite. I don't know which is which.
I think it's a stalactite. Guys, they're actively filling in the hole right now. How far up is that thing?
That thing is very, very high up because it's up in the ceiling. But there were also sightings of worms, because you saw from the chomp marks. There are worms sort of everywhere around you, not just up in the ceiling. They're also sort of underground and all around.
Up and down and all around.
Up and down and all
There
around.
There was also talks of some shady business going down from in the lowers.
Yeah, in the
Perhaps.
underground ocean.
Well, yes, someone there. Perhaps it's not unrelated. Might be worth checking out later. But I'm sure if we wait around long enough, another hole is bound to appear.
You know what? Funny
True.
enough,
Oh my god.
you say this time a worm sort of pushes out and sort of dives back into the wall. This time lower to the ground, low enough
showing
to where
off.
you can see that the worm is, or the mouth of this particular worm is about as big as the double door arched gateway from the temple.
Oh. That's not suspicious.
So it
These
jumps
are
through
big.
and dives in, and you see they do leave quite large gaping holes behind them. Though there's not many around. This one just is fresh. Oh, and that one
Okay.
that just happened is probably also fresh.
Okay, what if these are like... Okay. So, crackpot theory time.
Love it.
Uh-huh. These worms. They were, what if, perhaps, consider with me, excavation tools. At one point. Tamed creatures that hollowed out this area for the dwarves. And then they were just locked away when they were not needed anymore.
If they were locked up, wouldn't they die out eventually?
Unless
Or
they
maybe
like, unless they have some. I mean, look at them. They probably have like dragon lifespans. Honestly,
Possible.
Good point.
I believe it. I'm just thinking. Why
is
are they
it
active again?
significant? Who knows? But
Well,
it was a thought.
If we are to go full conspiracy on this, them showing up during the new coronation, it's possible it might be somehow intentional.
Yeah, maybe they're looking for something specific.
It could be
or something.
someone trying to make him look bad for some reason. It could be him doing it himself.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be that whoever was here, that Coppermaw, the one here before, was doing something to keep them locked in, and that the new guy isn't because he didn't know about it, or he's just bad and dumb and neglecting
It's like,
a duty of sort.
Ooh, worms! What does this button do? Release the worms button.
It's certainly not impossible. There's magic
No.
here, clearly.
Hmm.
So there could have been a spell that died with the old man.
True.
Either that or a curse.
Could be. Are there any?
What I would say is that it's odd they're not going after people, which I don't find to be. That seems like a program behavior, if you ask me.
Yeah.
That seems intentional.
Yeah,
That doesn't
it's
seem natural.
almost like they're being controlled.
Yes.
It could be. Okay, how about this though? How about this? Throwing another crackpot into the mix with like no evidence.
Sure.
But it could be. What if the worms attacking are not there to make the new guy look bad? But what if they're there to make the new guy look better? Manufacture an issue, and then down the line, he comes up with a solution.
Wouldn't be the first time.
That's the only explanation I can think of for why
It's
not
just
attacking people.
you guys hear this very light rumbling, not like the worms breaking through, but something smaller. And you, for everybody who's paying attention or looks over at that big hole in the wall that the worm just came through, you can see that there are, it looks like the wall itself is like almost bubbling and crackling, and you see the hole slowly start to fill with, instead of the manufactured like artificial wall like before, how it was like bricks and blocks, it's being filled in with natural cave formation is what it looks like.
Maybe like the worms are like not with the manufactured stuff. That makes sense.
They might just be trying to reclaim their nature, their natural place.
Maybe.
Could also be.
Maybe. Okay, so how you said that that hole was accessible, right?
Yes, you guys can actually go up into it.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Let's go up there before it gets covered up.
Okay.
We could always
It's time for action.
You guys
always pass through it as well.
Oh,
You
that's true. We could
guys-
pass through it.
You guys sort of climb the wall a little bit. It's not actually, this one's not very high up, and you can sort of step onto the rubble. When you get up there, you feel the floor moving. And
Like vibrating?
like wriggling.
Ugh.
And when you look down, those that have stepped into the hole already, you can see this black goo underneath your foot as these little tiny worms are wriggling beneath, and you have killed a couple of them.
Oh.
Ew.
Oh. There.
So
What the?
is it laying more worms?
These little tiny worms, it looks like, are puking goo, and the goo is solidifying into the stone.
Nice.
I'm gonna take the. What do I do?
Can I take a worm?
You can just reach down and pick up a worm. The worm starts like screaming and wriggling.
Screaming.
Yeah. It's also got, like, looking into this worm's mouth, it's got razor sharp teeth. And even though it's panicking, it is not attacking you.
Interesting.
It doesn't like organic material.
Can I want to keep it. Can I keep it like in a vial or something? How big is the worm?
It's very
I
small.
offer you a jar of traumatized bread.
How about we put that thing in a leather bag so it doesn't eat its way out?
Oh, that's right. No, that's a good point. I don't have one of those.
I might actually. I've scraps of leather. I could like a makeshift thing.
Yeah, we'll say you can just make it.
Okay.
Since you have the materials on you.
I have 4 scraps of leather.
Yeah, we'll say you use all your leather to make
Okay.
this little pouch for the worm to sit in.
Leather pouch.
Also, this music is way too epic for putting a worm in a pouch.
Not epic enough.
When I was a kid, I would keep worms in like little containers because it was fun.
Is this gimbal?
Yeah,
or
it's
is
gimbal.
Okay. I was gonna
I was a
say.
kid. I would put them in like throwaway, like not throwaway, but like Tupperware containers, the plastic ones.
Oh right,
And
yeah.
worm. Anyways, that might just be weird shit I did.
I captured tadpoles.
I don't know what I did.
With my slingshot in my back pocket and my blue overalls.
I can imagine.
Evan is actually just Dennis the Menace or Calvin from Calvin and
I
Hobbes.
imagine Kid Evan just also being bald.
I mean,
I will say, it reminds me of
That's
how
funny because I can
well,
imagine Kid Alice being shorter than you actually are in real life.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. I would have been a kid.
That was a
Common
really bad
misconception. Actually, Alice shrank as she got older.
comeback. Yeah.
Yeah, she was actually taller before.
That's actually, I went to the doctor once, and then I went again the next year, and they said, "Yeah, you shrunk an inch," and I was like, "I want to die, thank you." Yeah. They're like, we
Yeah.
either got your height wrong the first
Jiminy
time, or you
Chrysler.
shrunk.
Gemini Chrysler. Okay.
Sorry, we're getting way off topic.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You should be sorry. You saw my driver's license from like 10 years ago. You know for a fact I used to have hair on my head.
Yeah, that doesn't look like you. I prefer bald Evan, actually.
Yeah, I agree.
Bald Evan is in a better place, though.
We're
You
happy
rock
about
it.
this.
That's what I will say. That you rock
Oh,
it.
thank
That's
you, thank
true.
you.
Some
So
people don't rock it. You rock it.
yeah, I just learned to live with it. Helps that I got a gnarly beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start making your fan art now, girls.
Yeah.
You know what I look like.
You just dropped Thwomp with a beard.
Honestly,
I look
that
like
is.
Tomar from
That's not that
the
off.
Great Tomar.
Oh man.
Okay, so we captured a worm.
Just in case.
Why don't you capture a few because we can use those to catch some
Sure.
fish? Am I right, Johan?
Got a couple worms in a little pouch.
Okay, you've got. Let's say roll 1d4. That's the amount of worms that you can actually fit in a pouch.
Okay.
I
We'll
want
do-
the acid. I'm not gonna lie.
The like goop.
Like
Yeah, the goop.
If they,
I
I mean,
also
if they
think
can make,
Four.
I guess they'll
Four.
Oh,
probably
we got
produce
4
some goop.
worms.
Well, yeah, but I'm curious if there's a way for the goop to be like halted from turning to stone. Because that would be like a perfect glue. And actually, I was actually gonna ask if I could do some very ramshackle crafting right now because I wanna try and upgrade some skills.
Okay.
I would like to take my. We're gonna MacGyver this shit because I need some more arrows. So I'm going to take my wooden toy shield, which is like basically broken because it got burned with acid. I'm gonna sort of shoulder smash it into splinters.
Mm-hmm.
Try and fashion long sticks of that wood. Take the shards of glass in my inventory to sort of chip down into arrowheads. And I'm going to take a little bit of my rope and paracord, fraying the rope, and to create some sort of aerodynamic fan,
Okay.
whatever that's called. And then the paracord to fasten it together.
I want you to roll.
Fletching.
Yes, roll fletching.
And I am using, while it is available, I would like to try and use some of the goop down below as adhesive.
You notice that as soon as you reach down and touch it, it's sort of already rock, and when it's not already rock, it sort of crumbles.
Okay. What if I squeeze the worm onto it? Is that cruel?
If you
Oh,
squeeze,
fuck it, it's worms.
if you squeeze a worm, its head pops off.
What if I dangle the worm and drip it? If I drip the worm.
It seems like the worm's not puking when you're like trying to agitate it to get it to puke.
They definitely have programmed behavior here. Okay, I'm still gonna try and make my MacGyver arrows.
Okay, yeah. Roll. I want you to do strength first, then dexterity, and then fletching. Yes, because you're breaking the wood.
That's fair.
So
Strength.
strength, dexterity, fletching. If you pass all 3 of those, then I want you to roll a d6, and you can have that many arrows.
I only have 4 shards of glass, so
You can have 4 arrows.
Okay.
You pass all those, and then you don't actually need to mention it. You can just say like I succeeded or I failed.
Okay. Could I need to roll a strength. Okay. My chisel can my chisel give me an advantage? Would that
I will let your chisel roll advantage. And now let us talk to everybody else. What are you guys thinking? I can see everybody's getting tired. Don't worry, we're nearing the end of the session. May failed that roll.
Or maybe not. I rolled a 10. I have 3. Wait, never mind. I have a -3 strength. No. I failed at the first step.
You like try to smash it and then you just hurt yourself.
Oh no, Poip, are you okay?
Ah!
All of that. I love that it was
chisel and hammer and
all
hit
that
your thumb
description.
immediately.
Ay, caramba.
I didn't have a hammer. I used a rock.
Even worse.
Ay, caramba. Ay, caramba. And you know what? And with that, with Poi Poi hurting themselves, and everybody, and Gimbal catching worms, and everybody standing in goo that is turning into rock. You might want to move your feet, by the way, because they're like spitting on your shoes now, and that's going to turn into limestone. With that, thank you everybody so much for watching. This has been session 31. We'll see you all in session 32. For those of you that saw Gimbal's solo session before this, no, she did not bring up anything.
Good.
We will see you guys in session 32, where we will finally answer the question of, well, maybe we'll answer the question of what the heck is going on here? What are the worms about? Are they even real worms? And does Gimbal know more than he's letting on? We'll see you next time here on BoardFellows, and most importantly, the new heroes of Altiria. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night, or good morning, or whenever you're watching this, or if you're watching this. If you're not watching this, how are you hearing this? Bye-bye!
Get out of here!
Get out of here. I should have switched to this one. But anyways, bye, everybody.
Meow.